Welcome to Tylervision, Intense TV. I'm your host, Robert Louis Tyler I, and today we're going to have on our show, in just a little bit, we're going to have Danny Thomas from Con Funk Shun performing live, and my co-host will be here also. Roland Martinez from KSBY Radio, personality right here. So I was over at this party at Lori's house, and she introduced me to Brenda Jones, who introduced me to Danny Thomas, of course, right? And I brought Rob, the creative consultant, over there, and they brought him some ice cream, and I go, oh no, he's lactose intolerant, he can't have that, right? And he's like, what? And then they bring him some chocolate. I go, no, he's diabetic, we're trying to kill him. No, he's like, no, I'm not. And it's like, they bring him some shrimp cocktail, and I go, no, he's allergic to shellfish, right? He's kind of shellfish. And then they bring him soda. I go, no, that caffeine will keep him. They brought him some potato chips. I go, no, he's got high blood pressure. You're trying to kill that guy. And he's like, what? I was preventing him from getting any food at the party, right? Anyway, I want to introduce my first guest. Sorry, we're about 7-8 minutes late today. We're just doing a sound check. So my first guest today is Danny Thomas from Con Funk Shun. I'd like to introduce Danny. Danny, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, good to be here.
Thanks. Good to see you here again.
Good to see you again, for sure.
And how was your weekend? Good? Yeah?
Beautiful.
Right.
Kind of busy, but it was good.
Yeah. So you got any no prices, but you got any events coming up right now?
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, we have San Francisco, my new group, Danny Thomas Future Movement, will be performing in the city on the, what's the day of that, the 29th, 30th?
That's on the
29th. Yep.
29th, yeah, I knew it one of the days.
Yeah, in the city, and it's Future, and how do you pronounce it?
Danny Thomas Future Movement.
Future Movement. Future Movement. With,
it's featuring Crystal Drummer on vocal.
Right.
Jarvis Price as a rapper.
Right, cool.
And we have DJ Third Mic,
DJ Thero?
Yeah.
Right on. Cool. And that'll be coming
and some special guests.
And that's 8 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Yes.
In the city, right?
Yes.
And that's going to be Mission Street?
Yes.
2565 Mission Street, San Francisco, California. Restaurant and club. And the name of how do you pronounce the name of that club?
The name of that club would be Belancoir.
It's going to be very Belancoir.
Yeah, very Belancoir.
It's kind of a French setting there. Yeah. And of course, ticket information will be at the door. So that's worth it. And yes, you know, the Belancoir, I've never been there, but with a name like that and with music like you play, man, it's got to be smooth. You know what I'm talking about? Like even if it was like water running over the lip of a glass.
There you go.
Even if it's a jagged glass, still be kind of smooth, huh?
For sure.
Yeah. All right. I can't wait to see that. I'm going to have to hit on that. We're going to have to go out there one day.
Yeah, so Friday, November 29th, 2013. Also join for our performer showcase after party. I want to go to that after party too. You know.
Oh, it's going to be hot.
Yeah. And then they have an after party after the after party too, right? Yeah. I want to go to that.
You know the way I look on the monitor. I feel like Tiny Tim, like if he told me to stand up, and I am standing, right?
You know what we should do? We should do a live. You want to do a live performance?
I'll do some for you.
You want to do it right now? We got like 20 minutes. We might as well just jam for about 20 minutes and just have fun, right? You know?
Okay.
Yeah. Which song do you want to do first? Which track you want me to bring up?
Well,
number 2.
Yeah.
Number 2? Okay. Can we bring up track 2 on the Con Funk Shun CD? That's for my technical director right there. Barry Thompson.
Barry Thompson was looking pretty hot today. He's wearing his Canadian
he had the Canadian three-piece
tuxedo.
suit,
Yeah.
right? It's Levi's, followed by Levi's, followed by Levi's.
Very layered.
Yeah, you get the Levi vest.
Those folks out in Cell Block 8 would really love to see that.
Oh, yeah,
I'm telling you.
A little shout out to our dog pound at Cell Block 8 because we have a captured audience. We have a captive audience.
And we're going to cut on over there.
Nice. We just got to cue up some music. There we go.
some like a blues back in the day and all that?
Oh, yeah, man.
Gotta hit the blues, man.
Oh, yes, sir. I love the blues.
Who was your influences coming up?
Oh, wow, well, first thing that comes to mind is Jimmy Smith.
Oh, yeah.
So that's one of the few albums I've ever bought.
Yeah.
Jimmy Smith when I was a little kid, and then, but through the times, Herbie Hancock, George Duke.
Yeah. Love Herbie Hancock. Yeah.
How about some Waters? Muddy Waters?
Muddy Waters, for sure.
Yeah.
Chick Corea.
Spyro Gyros.
All that. Yes.
Yeah,
I listen to
Chick
everything.
Corea.
Oh, Chick, yeah.
Was it always keyboards that you
down.
were interested in, or did you play anything else?
Well, and this is a true story. In high school, it was the cool thing to play multiple instruments, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I played clarinet and concert band, saxophone and jazz band. I started playing piano at three.
Wow.
Because my sister's a musical genius. When I was 3 years old, she was a Rhodes Scholar at Fisk University.
Oh,
and she
nice.
played behind the Fisk Jubilee Singers.
Yeah.
And so I was on the coffee table at 3, acting like I was playing piano. My parents tell me, I don't remember this.
Right.
And my parents looked at me and looked at each other and said, well, maybe he got it too.
Yeah.
So they put me in piano lessons, hated it.
Yeah.
You know, everybody got to go play baseball and stuff. I had to practice. I used to be mad, you know. But I did it anyway. Stuck with it, and it paid off.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I was in a band and back in school. You know, started out in middle school, the beginning band and everything. Music has always been a part of mine. You know, my brother, he used to play with Stevie Ray Vaughan, back in the day and everything.
Okay.
He's a guitar virtuoso. It bled into me a little bit music-wise. I was in jazz band, and we had Mr. Ross. He reminded me of Mr. Ross a little bit. But, you know, that whole water over the lip of the glass thing, that's one thing he would always tell us. I want that to be smooth. You know, I want it to be. He was an old drummer. You know, and he'd always, like, you know, tell the drummer, you got to, dang. You know, he always would just tell us how to bring out this beat.
There you go.
He would yell at me when I had a solo for a Christmas song, Have Yourself a Little Christmas. And, I was playing it the way it was written on there, and then that was a big no-no to him. He did not want us to play as it was written. He wanted us to put our own feel into it.
Yeah.
And that's what your kind of music brings out that emotion in there, you know, brings out some good time feeling, and you're making love to your music. You know, there you are. Yeah.
I love Con Funk Shun, you know. Were you born and raised in Vallejo then?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, and you said you lived close by Sly, right? And
Yes.
And the families don't, right? And you could hear them playing over at the church.
At the church, yes, sir.
Quite influential. I would listen to Miles Davis and Herbie Hancock, so I would play the Chameleon, you know, on the keyboard. You know, and I could play, and then I'd listen to Miles Davis, stuff like that, you know, back in the day and stuff like that. So you have another event. Do you have another event coming up too, or is it just the San Francisco one right now?
Well, right now we're just going to promote the San Francisco
that's
one.
all we're going to promote at this minute, right?
And then a future date we'll come back hopefully and promote another one.
Do you do other creative things, like do you do painting or art, or you know, besides music, or you know?
No, strictly music, you know, which is, you know, get me too far away from music, I'm a klutz. But, but I have several different music projects that I'm producing right now, so, you know, I stay busy just doing music.
I saw that. I put you in the credits for that, too. I said, President, Moonstock Records, you know, and I put up your email, your phone, your address, and I put up your website, and all the, you know, put up all your title, all I wrote up, and the end of the credits was, you know, how to get in touch with you about Facebook, everything, you know. So I got
fantastic.
that
All
the credits
Facebook
at the end of the credits.
I love friends.
So I hook you up, kick you down, plug you in, turn you on, set you, you know, big time, right?
There you go.
Yeah,
I appreciate
totally
you.
Promote it. And stuff. And then we'll capture it, compress it, we'll upload it to YouTube, we'll share it to Facebook, I'll put it on Pinterest, and we'll go link it in, you know, so like that, you know. So
man, you be busy over there.
And then you'll be on Saturday night on late night. Rebroadcast 99 Uverse Bay Area, Comcast 28, and online live streaming, you know, and also videos on demand, you know. So we'll have it all bases covered that way, you know. So
fantastic.
So it'll be available on YouTube soon as well. So
and that song's available on iTunes, as a matter of fact. 99-cent download.
Hey, all right.
How do we go about doing that? Because I don't really know about that.
Well, I haven't done it either, but it's a remix, Con Funk Shun Love Train remix.
Nice.
And so it's out there for a while.
And how do you get iTunes? You use iTunes.com or how do I find?
Yeah, you go to your iTunes store, which is by anything Macintosh, app,
Really?
you can do that, and there's there's certain prices that'll be listed there. We can't name them on the air, but different ways of getting them that. For iPhones, that you can get that Macintosh computer, you can load that on iTunes. You can get your cards from various stores that sell iTunes cards, that work like a credit card almost, just specifically for that.
I don't have an iPhone.
Yeah, you don't have an iPhone.
I give them away on the show, but I don't have one.
Who are some of the in your travels? Who are some of the people you may have performed with, or opened for, or headlined?
Oh, wow.
Like Miles Davis, anybody like that?
No, but R&B.
Soul Train, we were on Soul Train, right?
For years.
Yeah, for years. You're on. I've seen you on
with
Soul
Cornelius.
Train.
Were you all there with Cornelius?
Yes, sir.
Doing the Soul Train.
That place was so much fun.
Oh yeah, it looks like a ball, man.
Oh, Solid Gold, American Bandstand.
Oh yeah, Solid Gold. I remember that show. I don't remember the Con Funk Shun appearance, but I remember watching Solid Gold. I probably saw it on it. Yeah.
I used to love watching Solid Gold. The girls. It was the girls that I wanted to watch.
Oh yeah, that was big fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
That was cool back in the day.
And you're finding that still, like with new demographics and everything, that this style of music, you're finding more and more newer audiences, younger audiences also.
Wow, well, like this particular project that I'm on now with the Future Movement is totally new to me.
Yeah, because you got the rapper and everybody like that, and which we didn't have back in the day, right?
Well, a friend of mine, my partner in crime, Diggs. I ran into him.
I met him last week, right? Yeah,
yes.
On the show.
I used to do piano tracks from like 10 years ago. He had a real hot rap group out.
Right.
And they would contract me to come in and play tracks and just play keyboard. And they loved it, right? I said, cool. And they paid me and everything,
Yeah,
it was fun,
Collaborate, yeah.
It's always more fun when you get paid for it,
Okay, so years later, about 10 years later, I ran into him in Fairfield.
Right.
At the mall. He said, hey, man, why'd you come by, got all this equipment, man? You show me how to use it. I said, okay, because I had some free time in the daytime. Right. So I started going over there, and we started doing these little jams, and stuff. He'd be doing his magic on the drums, on the beats and stuff. And we come up with these songs. And every week we'll come up with different songs. And after about 2 or 3 weeks, he said, well, let's do a project. I want to do a project on you, man. Come on, let's do this, man. I got some people to connect you with. I said, okay.
Nice.
And it just happened like that. It's nothing that I pursued or anything, but I just come in the studio and just play, and
it's kind of cross-promote and network.
And,
that should open up to a lot of genres there. That should, and demographics, your younger, your older people.
Younger.
It's going to be all over the place. He's got his fans already, and then of course they're going to introduce that music to the younger, and they're going to catch on. Especially when you have something open up with like a rapper and and a beat artist and everything like that. It just opens it up.
DJ Thero, right?
Now, as a musician, I want to ask you something seriously. I went to school for music also, so it's like. As a musician, do you find it hard? What do you think of the modern music today that they're sampling too much? And I feel like sometimes, personally, artists that are just coming out, they're running out of ideas for newer songs. As a writer myself, I tend to not listen to the radio, and it'll be a couple of years till I hear a song. So when I'm writing, I don't want to copy anything that's out there. I don't want to sound like, too much like anybody that's out there already. So do you when you're writing nowadays, do you sometimes link back to something you may have already touched on, or do you, maybe there was something you wrote halfway through back then, and now, I can add to that now?
Well, good question, and go back to the very beginning of your statement. I try to promote, and when I connect with the young musicians and artists, try to tell them to learn music, learn the foundation, learn your theory, And that's one thing good about this project I'm on now. It got the hip-hop influence, but I still put the old-school vibe. Old school, I'm playing in there.
Yeah,
ain't no samples, ain't no loops.
Yeah, they need that structure, the basis.
Yeah, because a lot of the kids these days, we losing a generation of musicians. Through sampling and pushing the button.
Everything's done for them,
yeah. So, I talk to the youngsters all the time. I said, learn your chords, learn your scale. Learn the basics of music. Then once you have that, you can do all this other stuff.
Whatever you want,
Yeah, because actually the technology, I love it.
Yeah.
Right, right.
You know, I use it as a tool, though.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly.
I mean, I don't sample.
You don't rely on it.
Yeah.
I mean, if I wanted, I could sample a horn blow, a train, something like that, if I wanted to for effect.
Well,
But as far as playing, you know.
It's what you are, you know, and you're right there. I'm so sad that music programs have been cut out. You know, I think music is more important. I used to play sports also. See, back in Texas, if you were in band and football, you could do both. But I had to be in jazz band. I couldn't be a marching band, you know, because jazz band don't march. You know, so I had to be on that. And I would have rather have taken band versus the football, you know, and for those schools that are giving up the sports to keep the music program, I applaud them, you know, because it is more important. You learn more in music than you would learning how to knock someone's block off, you know.
And, you know, music, especially for children, it helps you learn in all different areas.
Exactly.
Some does it.
Math, for one.
Oh, yeah. It's all mathematics.
Oh, it's all math, yeah. I think
so we got a few minutes left, I think.
About a minute,
and time flies when you're having fun, right?
Yes, it is.
I'm going to have you on again, if that's possible. Is that a possibility?
For sure, man. I'm going to be your best friend.
Okay. Well, we got about 1 minute, so I'm going to read out some shout-outs. Do you have a shout-out to anybody real quick that you want to say hi?
Oh, just to all the people out there in KV land, you know, have a good night. Glad you came out to check us out.
Nice. And you know what? This is going to repeat again and again and again because the Veterans Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day, those holidays, we're closed, so we're just going to keep showing this.
Cool.
So we're going to be on about 4 times the next couple weeks, you know.
Big stuff.
So I just wanted to say, you know, boy howdy, guest of the Tylervision show. Stay in California, transportation provided by helicopter. We'd like to say thank you to our guest, Danny A. Thomas, right here from Con Funk Shun, and our co-host, Roland Martinez, KSUI Radio. We'd like to say thank you for our sponsor, Sal, the flower guy, with his 2 lips right here. And we want to thank our live studio audience. And you guys can talk, you know, back there, right? And, you know, and our Bay Area audience.
All right.
Channel 99 Uverse, right? And God bless you and yours. We got a new car for our live studio audience. And we have the headshots, of course, you know. And we got the
you know what?
And, you know, watch us on YouTube at Tylervision 707 to be in the credits, and join our group Tylervision as well. We'll be on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. So until next time, America, pretty much we're out of here, right?
All right, now.
So,
You know what's better than a rose on my piano?
what's better?
2 lips on my organ.
They'll probably go ahead and do like Dim to Black. There's Danny A. Thomas
There you go.
and then Robert Town on Facebook. And your email, we got that.
For sure. Appreciate it. I want to give a few.